Hello and welcome. This is Golden Lion Tarot. Today we are doing another discussion, a timeless reading. So whenever it comes to you, then that is when it will most be applicable to your situation. Our reading today is about what makes you happy. So what is it that's going to really bring you happiness at this time in your life? What is it that like your soul is craving, or that somewhere in deep within you that you are forging your happiness? Where does it truly come from? All right, and I just want to take a moment to thank all of my new subscribers. I really enjoy connecting to the new energies, and I also really enjoy connecting to my returning viewers. It's like such an exciting feeling to feel into your guys' energy, to see where you are sometimes having struggles, but more often where I really love to feel into how you guys are growing and the desire that you have to become a better version of yourself. I really feel that with you guys, and it's just really exciting for me to be able to dip into that energy and pull these readings. So thank you, all of you, for being here and doing this with me. We've got 3 different piles today, and our first pile is topped with this gorgeous green aventurine crystal. Green aventurine is great for helping you to manifest wealth, abundance, prosperity, all the goodies. It's great for helping to release old patterns. Look at the sparkles that emit off of this crystal. And this is a rough cut, so it has not been tumbled. I actually love when green aventurines are rough cut. Something about it really excites me. So I asked this crystal today to help with this reading, as well as help everyone here to grow more abundance, to grow their prosperity, to grow their heart chakra, and to help them to feel abundant and born anew with a creative energy. Okay. So pile number 2, we have this piece of fossilized coal. It's also called jet stone. And me and my children found this piece of coal out back of their father's home, my previous home. And it has the ability to, as soon as I felt this crystal, I felt it's not even a crystal, it's a piece of coal. I guess it is a crystal. It's fossilized. It doesn't emit any chalky coal remnants. It's called jetstone, and it has healing properties. I felt that it instantly was cleansing my aura, cleansing my negative energies the moment that I held onto the stone. It's very lightweight. It's got, I looked it up and they said that yes, I was on track, that it's great for banishing negative entities, negative energies, that it also helps to enhance people's psychic awareness and psychic abilities. And I asked this crystal today to do just that for my viewers and for me during this reading. And our third pile, we've got this awesome little yellow chalcedony. Most people call it yellow jasper, but its actual name is chalcedony. Chalcedony, it's CH, so however you want to pronounce that. Yellow crystals are always great for balancing our solar plexus chakra. This crystal has a really mellow and calming effect, so it's great for balance. It also helps us to remember that progress is made step by step. So sometimes it's good to just get lost in the sauce of creating and stop worrying about the outcome so much. All right, so take all the time that you need to connect with these stones and find the right pile for yourself. If you need all 3 of these messages today, great. Listen to all 3 of them. If 2 are calling, wonderful. Do whatever is calling in your heart and in your soul. Hello, my sweet pile number ones. Today we're asking Spirit and the cards to tell us what it is that makes you happy, true happiness. Sometimes we have these things where we believe if we accomplish X, Y, and Z, if we get our house looking like this, if we get the car of our dreams, if we get the land, all those things that every person seems to desire. Okay, those are obvious things. So I'm looking for something that's really, that you're going to be able to like tangibly put into your life today. So what is it that's going to make you happy? You chose this precious little green adventurine. This is one of my, I love this stone. Let's just say that. Adventuring is great for helping to produce abundance as well as happiness. Also, it's good for releasing stagnant patterns. So I asked this crystal to do just that for you. Okay. So what is it that's going to make pile 1 happy, spirits? Sometimes I rearrange these cards a bit just to make them look pretty, and I like to pull them out in the order that I pull them from the decks. All right, so card number 1. What makes pile 1 happy? Ecstasy, yielding, rapture, bliss. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that you may be a very like seductive, beautiful creature walking around on God's land. Lovely. People appreciate the beauty that you exude. There's something about you, and if you say, "Oh, I'm not beautiful," well, there's something about you where you exude beauty. People feel it, people are attracted to it. It makes people feel better just looking at you. There's something about you. Maybe you're very beautiful. Maybe you have a beautiful soul. Maybe you have a mixture of the two and it just exudes this sort of beauty. People look at you as like, on some level you hold like a sacred, it's like you hold a sacred element from like the ethers. Beautiful. Okay, then we've got the 5 of coins, feeling left out. So there's times, and there's that green color. I keep seeing that green color. Wow. This stone is really going to be impacting you today. I asked this stone to really help to heal pile 1. Green is your color of the day. If you decide to change your clothes, try to put a little bit of green into your wardrobe today, because it's really hitting home. It's really going to help you to heal. It's really going to help you to feel happy. Okay, then we also have, now we've got the color red, bright, bold, pain. Right? There's no escaping pain. That does not mean pain makes you happy. I'm not saying that. But pain is part of your happiness. See, then we've got new moon in Aries. Go for it. Wow. So Spirit's giving you the go ahead on a wish that is being withheld in your heart. And we've got last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. Oh my goodness, look at those green crystals in the background too. They're really calling my attention. Like, that's like a little bit of a different green, but that's a beautiful, like, regal green. Greens, greens, greens. So maybe different colored greens today you should be wearing. Then we've got first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being, pile one. Whew. So your words are having a lot of force. I believe that your words have a lot more force than you even realize. You believe that you create your world with your voice. Well, Spirit's here to tell you that you're creating each moment, each second. You're pulling your reality into being. You're speaking your whole world into your beingness. All right, then we've got, oh my goodness, we've got this aquamarine crystal. We've got more green energy here for you. Aquamarine, communication. I communicate with ease and grace. That's what I was feeling. There's something about you that's really graceful. Maybe it's the way that you talk. Maybe for some of you, you are super gifted with communication. And when people are around you, I am getting a very beautiful, elegant people too. And maybe there's a mixture of all of this. Because now I'm seeing that some of you have like a beautiful, like a rare gift of communication. And sometimes you've used it to inflict pain, but more often you've used it to incite beauty in other people, which makes you in turn become even more brilliant, more beautiful. Because when you make other people feel beautiful, you just glow. Then we've got victory, 6 of Wands. So your life is, I'm getting the marathon vibe here. There's a, hold on, let me let my little kitty in. Oh, he's gone away. So there's a sense of you feeling that this life that we are living has been somewhat of a marathon, that there's been times that you've just been running, that you haven't had a lot of resources that you would like to have to your disposal, but it's more like bare naked. You, the black top, your sneakers, the wind in your hair, and you just keep going. So I feel that you're quite the trooper, that you're a tough person, and that a lot of things have come to you and the normal person may not have been able to kept going, kept the steady pace of trot that you have. So I send you love for that. This stone wants to help you to clear the pain from that. Your spirit guides are here helping to mold a new thought basis of reality toward these things. And the new moon in Aries is telling you that to go for it, that this is what you need. This is what's going to make you happy. A lot of times you've reflected upon your past as being a total hardship, just unfathomable amount of pain. It's like, yeah, you've had some beautiful highs, probably the birth of a child, or times your family's been together, or times you've broken away from your family, times that you've gotten freedom from your persecutors. But then it seems to plummet each time. It's like you go up and then you plummet again. And you just keep going and going and going. Well, Spirit's wanting to let you know that that your pain, and this might sound counterintuitive to how you speak, but your pain is evolving into something that is like it's going to be the foundation of your happiness. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? You communicate with ease and grace. So what are you communicating? Are you communicating pain? Or are you communicating ecstasy? Let's see what Spirit wants you to go for. Okay, so this is what Spirit wants you to go for. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Okay, so it could be that you're beginning to meditate. For some of you, you're going to be beginning to meditate. And when you start meditating, sometimes you can feel like negative energies, or you can see negative entities around you. And if that's the case, this is your... Spirit doesn't want you to be pushed away from meditating and from doing this work, but instead they want to help like invoke you into a safety circle. And if you feel like you're being connected to a vibration that's of a lower nature, all you have to do is call in your spirit guide. You can call in Archangel Michael. That's who I've always called in if I felt like I was being pushed around in the psychic world, in the ethers, or if someone was being rude to me, until you can get your footing and feel powerful enough on your own to just banish anything that's of a negative energy. You can simply invoke the feeling of love into a specific person or entity. If that being is, say there's a negative energy near you, if you imagine like a razor beam of love going into that soul, they can no longer hurt you. So love pushes bad people and bad energies away from us. Your spirit guides also want you to know that you are protected. So it might feel scary to be diving into the things that you're diving into, but you have a full, it looks like you have fairy protection. So you could be close to the fae. The fae want to work with you. And the fae want you to know that they are looking out for your well-being. It's really precious. So what's going to make you happy is going into something knowing that you are protected. But I feel the sense of longevity in this reading. You have like a real strength in keeping going. So whatever you're going to work with, you have the ability, it's like you have the strength to keep going, where so many other people may not have that ability. All right, so let's see more on this card. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. What are the priorities that pile 1 should be reflecting on? Fairness, the law, karma. Okay, so there's some place in your life justice is going to be activating. So someone that has done you wrong is going to be getting their karmic end of the stick. But just remember, if you were rude to them, if you said bad things to them, because I keep seeing this green color now being used in a different way, right? This aquamarine, look at that crystal. You have this beautiful gift of talk, of language. If you've used it wrongly towards somebody, then you also will get the karmic end of the stick. Because, dear soul, we all speak the truth as much as we can, right? Sometimes the truth can be mean. Sometimes we love someone, but we hurt them with the way that we speak. Spirit wants you to now realize that your happiness is going to be, so instead of having these up and down, marathon energy going on, Spirit wants you to break that up with language. Language is going to help you to get that from going up and down to more of a straight line, so that this marathon that you're running is feeling more downhill. Because you do crave longevity. There's something so like exalted, like enjoyment. It's like you're gonna have this elation over all that you have been going through when you get this communication in a graceful alignment, in a graceful and aligned. It's going to be graceful and aligned to your heart. That's where your happiness is going to just like burst out, and just you're going to find like I feel like you might have had trouble with friends or feeling left out or something where you haven't always had like the great connection, feeling loved, feeling valued, feeling nurtured. All right, so that's going to change when these words become more graceful. So if you're angry with somebody, maybe sometimes just don't say everything that you want to say and let them talk until you can get your words in order. All right, so speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. Dang, you have such a beautiful gift of words. So how is my pile one going to speak their world into being? What is the world that they're speaking into being? I need two here. What is the world they're speaking into being, Spirit? Okay, so instead of feeling like you're drowning in, look at that, all swords energy, your words cut deeper than most people's. My goodness, you've got something with your vocal cords. Your vocal cords are highly active. Maybe it's time to tone them down just a little bit so that you begin to rebirth. It's like you're going to be able to rebirth your dreams through this. So instead of feeling upside down, and that it's like you're moving out of calm waters, but then it's like you're going uphill, but then it's like as soon as you get to the peak, it plunders again. So instead of plundering, it's like you could cut somebody down to nothing in the single strike of your sword. And you know this, and everyone around you knows this. You're going to be using your beautiful tongue, teeth, mouth to uplift, like you could uplift nations with it. So ask your spirit guides to assist you with this, what you're going through, because you're really going through like a rebirth right now. I feel like you're at a time of like you need to laze around a little bit and just feel things. Don't go into depression and get intense anxiety over the harsh words that you've said to people. Don't do that. That's not needed at all. That's not even what Spirit wants for you. That's not at all. You have too much of a beautiful gift to waste. That's all. So your happiness is going to be coming from your mouth. So if you say something and you don't feel happy afterward, then you know that's not what you were meant to say. Because every time you speak, you're supposed to have this ecstasy, this rapture, this bliss. It's like this triumphant exaltation of gratification. So if you're not feeling that when you speak, bliss, love, then it's time to just like go dormant with your words, with your voice. And that's what your spirit guides are asking of you at this time. And that's the marathon. You're going to break through to the end. You're going to plow through that ribbon when you reach this point. That's where your happiness is just going to burst open. And this crystal here is going to, and you and this crystal here are going to be like aligned in unity of abundance. Then all the other things that you want to achieve will just come flooding in. Okay. Morning rituals. In the morning, I will take time to tune into myself, to set high vibrational rituals that will help me lead a good day. I pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve me, and I change them for the ones that do. Beautiful. So here we are again. Spirit's asking you to, if something's not continually, it's like you have this reliability of your mouth. It's always gotten you through everything. But it might be time to just take a break from that. Start a different morning ritual. Find a way to silence yourself. And if you say something that doesn't bring elation to you and the person that you are speaking to, then that's not where your happiness is going to be. Your happiness is, you're going to have the most beautiful, serendipitous life once you have landscaped this situation with your like what is that word? The algorithm of your so now I'm getting tongue-tied. The algorithm. You're gonna have like this new algorithm. So the one that you have now just needs a little snip. A calmness, a winterizing, and then all this calm, gentle, happy, manifested, releasing of old patterns, energies just gonna come flooding through the gates. And that is your happiness. All right, Padawan. So if this reading worked for you, please let me know that you related to this energy. Please leave me a like. Please subscribe to this channel. That way I can continue making more of these readings and connecting with your energy. All right, until next time, take care, everyone. Hello and welcome, my pile number twos. Today we are talking about what makes you happy. So what is it that really makes you tick? Obviously, we all want money, we want abundance, we want a nice home. I mean, not everybody wants that, but a lot of people do. So that might come up in the reading, but I'm more so looking on like what really makes your soul content, what you can do, like tangible, practical information that will guide you into your happiness today. Okay. You chose this little beautiful hand-picked piece of fossilized coal found in my children's father's backyard. There's many more pieces of this where we got this one. So it's really fun if you do some digging and find treasures in your own backyard. Not all of us are going to find big, beautiful things like this, but I haven't yet found a big, beautiful crystal like that, but I do enjoy finding little chunks of fossilized coal. Okay, fossilized coal is great for enhancing one's psychic skills. And instantly when I picked this piece up, I could feel its healing energy and its ability to like export or release out of me like negative energies. Okay, so I asked this stone today to do just that for my readers and for this reading. If you want to look at that crystal longer for helping you to increase your positive energy, go right ahead. Okay, so I like to sort these out the way that I pick them when I'm shuffling. So here we go. What is it that makes pile 2 happy? We have got, okay, we've got jealousy, envy, punishment, changing course. Aww. I feel right away that a lot of people probably have been jealous of you in your life. That can hurt one's soul. It can make one feel that they cannot be free. It can make one repress their creative nature. It can make one hide their beautiful body, hide their beautiful face, hide their beauty. Spirit does not want you to be punished for being beautiful anymore. If you were born with beauty, then that is something that should be embraced and appreciated. We've got frustration. So, okay, trying to get that into that hole. Not fun, right? So there's times that you deal with frustrating moments, right? We all do, but for you, it's being noticed through in this reading. I'm getting tongue-tied, so some of you might not want to talk about it, but rest assured, it's only going to be to your benefit. I promise you that, and Spirit promises you that. You will only be relieved, and happiness will abound by talking about this situation. No, that is not what this whole reading is going to be about, but it's here. So we will talk about it. We also have High Priestess energy. So you are highly intuitive, highly intuitive. Spirit wants me to emphasize the highly intuitive, and Spirit wants to help you work on those pieces of you. Could be when the moon is peaking in it. We're going to have a full moon on the 28th of October. So could be when the moon is peaking at its, I think it's going to be a full moon Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Full moon in Aries, my mistake. So we're going to have a full moon in Aries on the 28th. If you want to harness the energy of the full moon, that would be a great time for this reading, for you to put this reading's energy into effect. Just write down a couple things that you want to manifest on that date. You want these things to be manifested into your life. You want to see evidence of these things. Write it down, put that date down, and use some moon magic, because you're intuitive and you have what it takes to start working with this energy. Okay, then we've got new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. I feel like this is having a double meaning right now. It's not only asking you to open up to change, but it's also, I feel like it's saying that you are a soul that thrives on change. Change is comfortable to you. Okay, then we've got full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. Nice. Then our last moon card, full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Nice, nice, nice. And then for your crystal, we've got orpiment, success. I am successful in all that I do. Nice. We've got that orange energy, the orange chakra energy being activated in this reading. So you are going to be activating things related to your sacral chakra on this full moon that's coming. And in this reading, I feel like from this time to the full moon, it's really going to be activating. Then we've got art. Great. You are really cool. You've got this this orange energy just dripping off of this card for you. Look at that art. Isn't that gorgeous? So it could be that you are artistic. Most likely you are. I'm feeling that you're tired out. Every time you guys are tired, you make me tired. So out of nowhere. Okay, so some of you are exhausted. And you're like, how can I create when I'm exhausted? Gotcha. That can be totally effing frustrating. How can you create when you don't have time to create? How can you be artful when you don't have time to be artful? Okay, well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm seeing. Your soul has the craving to hone its ability to be artful, to hone its ability to practice. Maybe it's witchcraft, maybe it's spirituality, maybe it's just honing your insights, honing your ability to be psychic, honing your clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairolfactory, claircognizance. I believe there's been times in your life that you've wanted to, that you have honed this skill and people have been jealous of you. You could feel it. So you backed away from it. You can feel there's a sense of jealousy around people that do this sort of work. And it's made you like detach and feel cold toward that part of your life. This full moon wants you to just make it a possibility in your life again. Because this is your life. This is not their life, right? I asked this stone, as well as this stone here, to activate your sacral chakra so that you can allow more art, more higher callings, more high priestess energy, more intuitive energy, more communication with your spirit guides, more communication with your creativity and your inner ability to manifest art into your life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so it is. All right. So I believe that society has manipulated you a bit at times, pulling this out of your life, and it's making you sad. I'm also getting another energy pulled off of this. I feel like you're a very like smart person. All right, that you could be quite the like analytical thinker that but you're very easily affected by other people's energy, but that's part of what's going to bring your happiness. How affected you are, how affected you are by other people's energy has hurt you in the past, has made you frustrated, but it is one of your most beautiful assets as well. There's going to be a turning of the tide with this association. You're going to end up being satisfied with how others influence you because you're going to be using it. And I think you already do, but it's going to be activated more through this full moon energy. I feel like this full moon energy is really going to be activating you. It's also going to activate this inner analytic side of you. Let me see. Show me some more of this energy that I'm feeling on this analytical side of pile 2. Knight of Air. Wow. That's so I keep seeing like you trying to analyze, trying to get this to fit in there like over and over and over again, like you don't give up. You just analyze the hell out of it until it can't be analyzed anymore, and then you set it aside. And then we've got the Knight of Air, which is fast moving analytical energy. It's like there's nothing faster than a thought. I believe that you have this ability to analyze people in a way that other people aren't able to do. And half of that is because of your psychic abilities. It's your ability to feel into what other people are feeling. It's like you inspect and you're able to diagnose like other people's anger, other people's happiness, other people's folly, other people's like savage ways about them, but also other people's beautiful traits and people's ability to be like good people versus their ability to be like power hungry, abusive, ugly people. You see that in other people. It's probably something that you haven't brought out a lot in your life because, and maybe you have, for some of you have, for others of you haven't, but it's something that you really enjoy. It brings a lot of joy to your heart to analyze these people. So what is the new moon in? Okay, what are you open to changing? Let's get a card for that. Let's see. What is open to change for pile 2? All right. Lost and found. Was once lost, is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. So this might be a part of you that you didn't even know was missing. Wow. So there's something in this reading that's going to come up that you didn't even realize was lost of you. But when you find it, you're going to have like a rebirth, a reunion within your soul, and your heart's going to open and it's going to become more happy, more powerful, more aligned with who you really are. You're going to be able to embrace life's flow a little bit easier. You're going to feel more artistic when you're doing this, when you're embracing this part of you. Okay. What is the flow of life? Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. What is it that, let's go for this one. What is it that pile 1 will be embracing more? The 2 of Fire, planning, partnerships, progress. So I see 2 of Fire, someone being passionate about like sitting down with another person and just discussing humanity, but like discussing humanity like one soul at a time. I see someone that just like really gets excited about dissecting human beings like in a beautiful way, not at all in a way that you're putting down a human and just cutting people down. That's not what I'm seeing. That's not at all what this is. This is like a beautiful new birth of like analyzing people the way God would look at a person is the way that you're gonna be looking at a person, and it's gonna bring you like a lot of joy, and it's gonna help you to heal something inside of you. You will have joy from this. It's almost like psychology or sociology would be super interesting to you. Like being able to divide like categories and then subdividing those categories, like cataloging like personality traits and then dividing those into sections and then like making another section, cataloging that, and like really getting like complex about the analytics of what makes one person tick. There's a gift. There's a gift in doing that brings you like immediate fulfillment. If you begin putting someone down, then that doesn't bring you happiness. Putting someone down like other people do, other people like to put people down to make themselves feel better, that's going to instantly close your heart and make you unhappy. This is more just like really getting interested in how different humanity is. All right, let's have a little clarification on let your fears dissolve. I keep getting this tired energy too. So some of you are exhausted. Just totally exhausted. What do we do about that, Spirit? Why is pile 2 the people that I'm feeling the tiredness for? Why? Oh my gosh, look at that. Rest. Okay, so you are not listening to your body. All right, you need more rest than you're getting. If you're tired, then you're not getting enough sleep. If society has manipulated you into believing that you only need 7 hours, sometimes people need 9 hours of sleep. If society's manipulated you into believing that you only need 5 hours, they're wrong. You really need to listen to your body right now because it's affecting you mentally. Like you would have a much better grip on your, not only getting things done in your day, but a much better grip on your mental capacity if you were able to get more sleep. So plan out a way for you to get 1 more hour of sleep a night and see what that does. If that's not enough, then add another hour. And for some of you that just, there isn't going to be enough hours to sleep ever. No, I'm not going to say that. It's just like for some of you, you might get enough rest. You might get 9 hours of sleep every night and you're still tired. Well, this isn't going to last forever. Just listen to your body. If it's time to be down and it's because you're recuperating for something. Sometimes people need to rest for a year. Sometimes people need to rest for 3. You have to be strong enough to be there for yourself. So let go of your fears around resting, please. This will bring you so much happiness if you let go of your fears of sleep and rest. Who cares what your friends can keep going on 5 hours of sleep a night? They can't anyway. They just say they can. They might be getting more sleep than they're getting, or else they're drinking an obscene amount of caffeine, and that's not always what's best for your body. All right. So now I ask for a mindful message around this art card, spirits. Edge of greatness. Good Lord. That is exciting. Just seeing this is exciting. The universe is opening doors for me, for you. The universe is opening doors for you, bringing opportunities your way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Awesome. So the universe is opening doors for you. You will not crumble at the edge of your greatness. You will take the opportunities that come and you will walk through the door with confidence. Isn't that exciting? So when it's time, when the universe opens the door for you, you will walk through it. Right now, if you're busy integrating the need of rest into your life, then honor that. Because you have this artful soul. You have such an artful soul. frustrated at times? Yeah, we all can be. That's part of being human. But your dreams are here. Your dreams are being planted here. Your dreams will be coming true in this lifetime. So if part of your dream means getting sleep or sitting around and analyzing people for a few years before your big dream manifests, that's okay. That's part of it, believe it or not. That's part of it. So you will have satisfaction. You can have a satisfaction now if you're okay with being where you are this moment. Don't allow people to manipulate you because just because somebody did it this way doesn't mean it's the way that you're supposed to do it. Your way is going to be different than anyone else's. But you have this beautiful ability to it's almost like you have chemistry with every human being that you encounter. They excite you. And for now, that's what you should be focusing on. Just like dissecting humanity a little bit and getting excited about how cool it is that this person's into skiing and being sporty, and this person's into harnessing power over people, and they're compelled by some force to be rude and wreak havoc on this earth. And then there's other people that like to just be calm and quiet and feel into their intuition and pull things out of the ethers. And then you have people that love to chit chat. And then you have people, it's never ending on all the different aspects of humanity. Okay, so if this reading, and one last thing before we do the ending here, something lost will be found. What once was lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. How cool is that, to find something that you didn't even know you were missing? All right, so I send you so much love as you journey on and finding more about yourself and releasing things that no longer serve you. I ask you please to also give back to me and like this video. Leave me a little comment, a little heart emoji, or anything like that is very much appreciated. Please subscribe to this channel. That way I can continue feeling into your energy and bringing forth more of these readings. Until next time, take care, everyone. Hello and welcome, my pile number 3. Today we are talking about what is it that makes you happy. So something that's going to be tangibly used today. Obviously, I know you probably want to be successful in some area of your life. You have dreams, you have great goals. This is probably more so looking on something that your soul is craving, something that's going to actually bring you internal happiness, not just external happiness where everyone's going to see it and know, oh, that person made it, that person's got worth, that person has everything they want. So I'm more so looking on what's really going to make your soul happy. Sure, those things are great and bring a sense of security, but there's also things that really just make us happy. Okay, so you chose this yellow chalcedony, and this stone is great for keeping us calm, giving us a mellow sense of peace, peaceful security. These stones help us to know that we are creating our dreams one day at a time. So our actions are brought forth by our desires. This stone correlates to the solar plexus. So we ask this stone to assist you with being calm and balanced and helping you to do daily things to bring you closer to your dreams and also to enjoy each day, each journey, each day as it is its own journey. Okay, so what is it that makes my pile ones happy? Or I'm sorry, my pile threes happy. So maybe there's something in pile one for you also. Okay, I like to pull these out in a specific order. So what is it that makes you happy? We've got the monster within, internal struggle, personal challenges, and wanting to improve. Ooh, so you are a deep soul. You know that you can achieve something. You know that you will achieve something come hell or high water. I see this woman just like practicing her violin, doing the same song over and over until her fingers are exhausted, until she feels depleted. You have determination. There is something that your soul will achieve in this lifetime. Not only does it want to achieve it, it will achieve it. We've got the the 6 of coins. Lovely. Giving and receiving. We've got peace. Lovely. Contentment, harmony, joy. And we've got new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Know your worth. Do you know your worth? It's time to start knowing your worth. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. So we've got the essence of being dreamy. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Okay, then we've got, 6 of cups, pleasure. We've got 666 energy going on. So if you get a receipt with 66 in it, 666 energy, that's going to bring you lots of luck. And it's time for you to be joyful when you're seeing the number 6. We also have clear quartz, clarity. I have clarity in all aspects of my life. Clear quartz brings a lot of energy of knowing, of having sound reasoning, structure. When I feel like with this card, you've had some internal struggles, personal challenges, and you have this full desire to improve yourself. It could be that you've had financial hardships, that you feel like you've been left out in the cold, or you've had struggles in some place of your life. Okay, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the rest of your life. Okay, that just means that that's been part of your adventure thus far. So please clarify for me, Spirit, this new moon in Taurus energy. Know your worth. We've got lack, worry, and assistance. So that's great. So for the ones of you that have been dealing with lack, with not having enough financial abundance in your life, Spirit's trying to tell you that that's where assistance will be coming in. This is part of your life for a very specific reason. You are learning some very valuable lessons from this. And not only will you be able to, when you heal yourself from this, not only will you be benefiting yourself, you'll be able to teach other people how to overcome these type of hardships. It's a very serious hardship, and it's one that you've that when you don't have financial abundance, when you don't have the things that you need, and I've dealt with this in my life, so I can fully understand this energy. When you do not have the means to provide for you and your family the way that you believe one should, and everyone deserves to have all the food and the shelter and the comforts of life that some people have. I believe that everyone deserves to have that. So if you're worrying about paying bills and getting, having enough gas money and stuff like that, then yes, life can be challenging. But please understand that there are ways, and one of the greatest ways to deal with this type of situation is to remember that there's people that can't that do not have the things that you have, that cannot watch YouTube, that cannot, do some of the things that you're able to do. And focusing on what you don't have is never going to bring in more of that thing. So focusing on the things that you do have, that's the energy of abundance. That's how people are able to create more, is because they focus on what they do have, not what they don't have. So it's time to know your worth. Yes, you believe that and if it's a different struggle that you've been dealing with, it's the same type of situation. If you focus on what you don't have, then that's what you're going to see. And that's what's going to abound. And that's what's going to fill your eyes, the lenses of your picture. But I feel like you embrace this sort of change. Like, I feel change in your energy, because we've got new moon, less quarter moon, full moon. It's like a steady progression, but it's full of like ups and downs and ins and outs and curves and straight lines. I feel like you would have been really annoyed if you had just a peaceful life with no curves, with no mountains, with no cliffhangers. I feel like that would have like totally made you want to vomit. Okay, so before you came here, you wanted so many struggles. You wanted to be somebody that could overcome tremendous difficulties, tremendous loss, tremendous rejection. You did not want to come into this world being comfortable, having everything brought to you, being fed off of a silver spoon. Because when you give back to the world, you want to, gosh, you're like hardcore. When you give back to the world, you're going to be giving back from such a full plate, and that plate, everything on that plate is going to be earned by you. It's like every dollar in the bank is earned by you, and you're going to feel so much satisfaction when you give it back, because it was earned with great amount of intensity. It's like you're going to have every piece of money that you acquire is going to be loved and appreciated, and it's going to have this like really high vibrational energy to it. So when you give it to someone else, it's going to help them to like transform, because you have this intensity about you. I feel that you're really like a chameleon, like you're able to change easily, like you thrive on different situations. Peaceful, loving, you're super loving, super understandable. But yeah, you didn't want that blah life. You didn't want to be born into a rich family. You didn't want to be born into a family where everything was just easy and there was great love and everybody just had peace and calmness, and you sat down at dinners and everything was just lovely. You wanted the scales to be unbalanced so that you were able to tip them into balance, force them into balance, create them into balance, and then spring forth out of this balanced atmosphere, like these brilliant seeds of triumph and seeds of true love, true creation of love. It's really gorgeous, this clear quartz. I have the clarity in all aspects of my life. It's like you're going to see clarity in all things. Right now, you're gaining clarity in something specific. You're gaining clarity in a few different areas of your life. But by the time you're done, you're going to have clarity in all things. You also may be like a super flexible person, or when you settle down, you're going to need like a very flexible partner because you embrace change. It's like this couple, it's an interracial couple. I think that you would thrive off of something like that because it's completely different backgrounds coming together, making unity, creating something brand new. Opposite ends of the spectrum meeting in the middle and creating something gorgeous. You would do well in an interracial marriage or a relationship. I shouldn't say marriage. I don't believe everybody's supposed to be together forever. Some people are, but that's not everybody's road. Or you would do well like in a relationship where you guys come from completely different backgrounds or different religions, different races, different countries. The dreamer, beginning, believing, protected. Oh, look at that. It's like a child springing forth. Children spring forth and they just have like this exuberance of life where that nothing can stop them and they go from like this inner vortex of energy before they are all bogged down by their parents' struggles and their parents' problems and their parents' strife. They are just these beautiful, beaming people. And this is like what you are capable of doing. So I think that you thrive off of beginnings. You need change. It's something that your soul needs in order to have peace. Let's see. As for clarification on this, last quarter, moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. Actually, I'm going to ask for... Ooh, maybe we should wait for that one. Okay, let's go with these guys again. Talk less, feel more. Talk less, feel more. Here we go. Yes, and I feel like uncomfortable at times with this. Talk less, feel more. Ooh, twin flame relationship. A spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So it's time for you to talk less and to feel more when it comes to your divine counterpart. There's something that you're mowing over with words when it's time for you to have just a simple connection with your love. Feel into it. If you feel into it, you will find what you need to do next. It's like you might try to stay in a connection because you believe it's the right thing to do, because your partner says it's the right thing to do, because that's what society tells you to do. But you may have like an underpinning just force that's screaming for reform. Bondage and you do not go well together. Your twin flame knows this about you. That's one of the reasons that they were so attracted to you. Okay. Tell me more about this full moon in Scorpio, Spirit. Breathe through the tension. Four of Earth. Wow. Frugalness, extravagance, control. So there, like, I felt some tension through finances. Could be your finances are tied to your partner, or there is a you have to practice frugality at this time. That's okay. That's because I'm not saying that it's easy because it's not, but I'm saying that you're developing a sense of control, and your soul is yearning for your ability to be that strong. Control is a huge, huge thing to, like, it's a huge feat to be able to get through in this lifetime. And if you have to be frugal with your money for 5 years, 10 years, X amount of years, 2 years, 1 year, then that is going to teach you more than maybe someone that has money and has all that they want is able to learn in an entire lifetime. So just know that there's more to the situation than what meets the eye. And if you're able to just look at your lifetime day by day instead of like trying to sum it up and saying, what do I have at this point? That's not going to be beneficial to you. You're going to be happy when you're able to just live your day to day, one day at a time. Like, give yourself a little more self-love because you're creating a lot in one day. And you need to get yourself to a place that you feel comfortable. Even if change is part of your comfort, then that is who you are, because you have this sense of transformation just built within you. You are like the great transformer. Scorpio energy is all about death and rebirth. And a sense of death and rebirth is something that your soul craves and it needs in order to feel alive and to feel true to yourself. You may have changed your partner more than you would have liked to in this lifetime, but that's okay. That's part of who you have gathered so much valuable data from doing this. You may be a little bit burnt out right now, or you may feel like, you've been going uphill for some lengthy amount of time in some portion of your life, but that's because you are balancing the scales of karma from past lifetimes, but also you're balancing the scales of what you needed to learn in this lifetime to be happy. Because this is where you are right now is not the end. It's not where you end up. It's not your finish line. You are not at your finish line right now. And that's exciting, right? That means anything's possible at this point. And it really is. All right, so let's get one final message here. Lost and found. Oh my goodness, the lost and found fairy came up again. All right, so these readings are interconnected. I just feel like sometimes like things fall apart in your life, and it's almost like you're walking down you're walking down the school and all of your books fall out of your hand, and you worry because once you pick up everything, or your backpack, the strap breaks and everything falls out of your backpack, by the time you pick everything up, you're going to be late for your favorite class, which we'll say is art or gym or whatever your favorite class was. Maybe it was history, I don't know. By the time you get it all picked up and put away, you're going to be late. So you feel like stressed out, right? Like Spirit's asking you not to be stressed out about that, because that was something that was done to you from Spirit, first of all. So it's out of your hands. And if you just relax into it and roll with what looks like to be a punch with some grace, then you will have like a stabilizing freedom, and you'll be able to bring forth something really great. So maybe after you get all your stuff packed up into your bag, maybe like some special speaker makes it to your school and you're able to meet them and nobody else was because you were late. Something like that, okay? I feel like whatever's scrambling in your life is benefiting you. That's what I'm trying to, the point that I am feeling here. All right, we've got the lost and found fairy. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Oh, it's such a beautiful message. And it was in the last reading. And out of all of these cards, okay, like that's a lot of cards. This is the message that came out for you. So it's very sacred. And I'm just going to say it one more time for you. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. So, so sweet. So I feel that you have a lot of fluctuation that's going to be shaping and reforming itself into your life. So wherever you are now is not exactly completely fixed. It's not exactly like a fixed energy. Something, sure, but you're becoming wiser and stronger with each change. And you're going to get to a point that you honor this place and these challenges. So if this reading made sense to you, please leave me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. This way I can integrate more of your energies into these readings. And I send you so much love. If you could let me know what reading worked for you, I would really appreciate that, or a little bit about your situation. That would be beneficial for both of us. All right. So you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading.